Thank you very much, Chairwoman Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, members of the committee. It's a great honor to testify before you as my first time as the SBA administrator. Given the Obama administration's mandate to us to eliminate and prevent waste, fraud, and abuse in government programs, I'm pleased to testify at my first of these regularly scheduled hearings on this topic. I consider this to be one of my most important responsibilities. As you know, as all of you know and as you mentioned, small businesses account for 60 to 80% of the new jobs that are created. Over half of Americans who work own or work for a small business. And small businesses are going to continue to be the foundation of innovation and competitiveness and the creation of our 21st century jobs. But we know that these are difficult times for small businesses, making the SBA's mission more important than ever. We maintain a lending portfolio at the SBA that supports nearly $90 billion, mostly in loan guarantees. We're charged with making sure that 23% of federal government contracts are given to small businesses. We have a strong network of over 14,000 affiliated counselors that help small business owners grow their businesses. And we currently have on call more than 2,000 employees who stand ready to help in case of a disaster. We're committed to integrity, accountability, and effectiveness in all of these programs. These principles are at the core of what we do as an agency and at the core of who we are. The Recovery Act, which was passed with all of your help and creation, is a great example of this commitment. Since the Act passed, the SBA has supported nearly $7 billion in lending approvals to small business. Weekly volumes are up 45% over the weeks before the Recovery Act, and most importantly, more than 750 lenders who had not made a loan since October when the lending markets froze are back in the program making loans, making SBA loans, and some of them had not made a loan since 2007. We have a chart here in the green of where we are in the Recovery Act programs. The light green is sort of when it was in the planning phase, and when it is in the dark green, it's in the market. And I'll be happy to take questions on that as well. But one of the first actions I took on becoming administrator was in implementing these Recovery Act programs to make sure there was a senior level risk management team in place to oversee the rollout. And we work closely with the Inspector General in terms of risk mitigation and with small teams in each individual program to build them. Just want to mention the ARC loan program, America's Recovery Act, as an example of how this risk management worked. This is a new program for a specific purpose in a unique time. It is a bridge over troubled water for viable but struggling small businesses. This is not in our traditional risk profile, but we were charged with creating a program that was 100% guaranteed by the SBA with zero interest costs for the borrowers. So we knew we would have a considerably higher default rate. We also knew we would have to do extensive lender education, and I'm happy to say that we trained about 1,300 institutions in the week following the rollout. As a result, we have 47 states where ARC loans have been made and 26 million in the hands of small business owners. The level of discipline that we are putting forth in the Recovery Act is now the model that we are transferring to the core programs at the SBA. We're optimizing operations in areas such as disaster assistance, where we've added to the on-call employees, we've added surge space in case of a catastrophic disaster, and we're doing marketing and outreach in order to prepare areas to know what it is they need to do in a disaster, and we've instituted electronic loan processing, which now accounts for about 1/3 of the applications we received. But overall, there's a number of issues that still need to be addressed. Many of these problems have built over a number of years. They will not be solved in days or weeks, but they will indeed be solved. I look forward to working with the distinguished members of the committee to make that happen, and I look forward to your questions.